easily complete any project. It's myOrganized.life, live April 9th, 2019. And we need
Hello.
to complete this project right away.
We do.
Because, you know, it's a busy day today.
It is a busy day, I know,
Yeah.
and we need to, part of our day is our show.
Which is one of our projects.
One of our projects for the day, every
And
single day.
how in the world do we get it done?
Oh my goodness.
We
Break it
probably
down.
follow our own advice, don't
I think
we?
so, we do.
But first, this is myOrganized.life live. I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
This is the show where we give you organizing tips, advice, and every day, this is a project for you. So how do we get it done? Well, you know what we would do if we were us?
What?
We would go over to smeed.com and
Yes.
go up into that little search bar
Yes.
and type easily complete any project.
Yes.
It almost seems like it's a, what's that, like the
An oxymoron?
Alexa thing.
Oh, an Alexa thing.
Except you don't talk into it, you type it up.
Yes.
Smeed, how do I
Smeed.
easily complete any project? Wouldn't you know, an article would pop up
That'd be
because we
kinda
have
cool.
hundreds of articles
We
there.
do have hundreds of articles.
Okay, so
This
this
is talking
article,
about just projects in general, any
Yes.
size, you know, big or small. This is,
project is a project, right?
it is. And
You know what I heard one time? A project is something that's more than one task.
I think you already read this
Oh,
article.
really?
because
Does it
it's
say it in there?
Yes.
Well, maybe I've already read it then. I don't
Funny,
know. Okay,
yes.
sorry.
Okay. The first step is you need to, no matter what it is,
Yep.
get it together. Get your objectives, your outcomes that you
Yes.
want, what your budget is, if there is a budget, the schedules, you know, if you're anything. If you're redoing a bathroom,
Yep.
what's your budget?
You know,
If you're hiring an entire staff, what's your budget?
right. So
right?
many people jump into like doing something without checking the cost, or do we have the people to do it, or you know, do we have the time to do it, and all
Yes.
that's kind of the pre-planning.
Yep.
And a lot of people just get. And I know I'm guilty of this because like about a week ago, I think I talked about this. I decided that I was going to go down and reorganize our utility room.
Yes. And what, is it still not organized?
Well, I got it part of the way done. I kind of planned out this little shelf that I'm going to build.
Yep.
But then it was getting to be late Sunday night, and I go, oh, I can't leave everything out in the other room. So I basically moved everything back in. I was able to declutter a little
A
bit,
little, okay.
but that project now is stalled.
Yes, and you're going
So
to
I
have to
should
get
have planned a
you have to
little
get a
bit better.
second wind.
Yes,
and-
I know I should have
and-
planned
yep.
better, but that's the way it goes.
Well,
so.
roles of team members is another thing.
Mhm.
Did you involve any family members in
I
this
know,
project?
nobody wants to do anything around our house. I have
Oh.
to do it all.
I find that hard to believe. Yeah, I know.
That's Laura playing
Do you
on
want
her
some?
violin.
You want some cheese? Anyway,
Okay.
so get it all together, no matter what it is. Then
Yeah.
you break it down into
Okay.
logical parts.
Yes.
So
That makes sense.
determine how long is it going to take you to clean out that crawl space.
Mm.
Not an
Oh.
hour like you probably
No,
thought.
yeah.
Maybe not even an entire weekend.
Yes, it'll
you know.
probably take time. And having it broken into the pieces, you can say, well, just moving out the garbage is an hour, and you know, resorting this is an hour, and so you can kind of
Yep.
get that lined up.
Yep.
It's really good advice.
Yes, exactly. And then
Simple but good.
Right.
Why don't we follow our own advice?
I don't know.
I say
should.
we, it's actually me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then dependencies between different tasks.
Okay.
Why don't you touch on that?
Dependencies. Well, you can't do. It's kind of like you can't work on this thing unless you move the thing in front of it out of the way. Well, if you're going
Then
to move the
if-then
thing,
statements,
yeah,
yes.
if then if you're going to
Yeah.
move the thing out, well, then you got to do something with that, and
I know. And then another rule of thumb that we've learned many times,
yeah.
if you're moving something, don't put that something in another room.
Yeah.
Leave it to the side, because if you go to put it in another room, you're going to get distracted,
Oh,
right?
Yes, easily distracted.
Okay.
Okay.
And then track it is the last
Track
part.
it. Okay, so we
schedule,
had get it together.
Yep.
We had
Break it down, and then
now
track it. So make sure nothing is falling through the cracks.
Okay.
Schedule each part on a calendar. So
Yep.
make sure you know when your goals are
Yeah.
that you want to
I'm
complete
sure
your
if
tasks.
Louise was here, she'd say you should have a checklist, right?
You should have a checklist. I'm
You
sure they
should.
could find one on
Or
my
a project list.
Yes, I know.
You can do it. Yeah.
And let's see. If you get off schedule, you will know early enough to get back on track or get additional help.
Yes.
And then start by creating an overall schedule with built-in reminders.
There we go.
And then organize your people that you have helping, if you have people
It just
helping.
sounds so.
It sounds so simple, but
sounds
it's
like
so hard.
So Martha Stewartish, doesn't it? Like everything is
Yes.
just laid
Oh,
out
it's
there.
so
But she's
perfect.
got about 100 people helping her
Yep.
off camera. You know,
Exactly.
getting
They
it all
take that
done.
pie out of the oven and, oh, it's
Oh,
not even
look at
hot. Look
that,
at that.
yeah.
Well, it's been in there for 3 hours waiting.
Yes.
Yes.
While she was doing her nails, someone was
Uh-huh.
actually cooking the pie,
Exactly.
right? Okay,
Yes.
well, you know, we love Martha Stewart, so we're not dissing her at all. But
I didn't know you were a big fan of hers.
I actually when she had her show years ago,
Before she went to the clink?
before she went to the clink, my wife would love it. So that was back in the day when you had to videotape it.
Like with the VCR?
With the VCR.
Not videotape like
No,
a
no.
camcorder. You had to push record.
You push record and then
Make sure the clock was set first.
yes, and then you go back and you rewatch it. And the big thing was you could fast forward through the commercials. Ooh, was that
So
something?
do you have all those VHS tapes with old Martha Stewart
Probably
shows
somewhere,
on them?
because that's probably in that utility room that still needs to be cleaned out, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, you know,
Those were the days.
This really ties into tomorrow's show.
Yes, it does.
Signals for change. There's
Yes.
certain things that happen that kind of trigger us, and we talked with Linda Samuels about that. Actually, part two of the podcast.
Yes.
We started last week, so you can actually go listen or watch that
Yep.
right now if you want.
Yeah.
And then part two tomorrow. We debut it live here on Facebook, 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, right?
Yes. Exactly.
So, and then I guess
Thursday
is it too early to start
no,
about
we can
Thursday?
talk about Thursdays.
You're going to come up with some
solution
solution.
day.
Do you have the solution?
I do.
Oh, good.
Yep, but it's not on the calendar
It's
yet.
not on the calendar? Okay.
Oh wait, no, it is, but I
Okay,
can't read it.
We can't,
It's too far
we
away.
don't want to tell people because
No,
we
we
want to leave them hanging
Yes, it's
until
like
Thursday.
debate,
Yes.
dangling.
Okay. Well, it's a full week of shows, and
Yep.
it's only Tuesday.
Only
But now
Tuesday.
Tuesday's show is over, so come back tomorrow for the podcast. We'll be here all week, 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. myOrganized.life.
Live.
Get organized in color at myOrganized.life.
Live, we laugh, we love, and color. Live, we laugh, we love, and color. Live, we laugh, we love, and color.
myOrganized.life.